Just picked up a new Civic Sport? Or still deciding if it's the right one for you? I'm about to show you 10 smart features, hidden shortcuts, and everyday tricks you'll wish you knew sooner. By the end of this video, you'll know how to make your car more comfortable, more convenient, and more personal. Stick around, there's a lot here that will make owning a Civic Sport easier. If you've ever caught yourself digging through your pockets for the key, this one fixes that. With Smart Entry, your Civic unlocks just by grabbing the door handle. The fob can stay right where it is. By default, there's a little quirk. Touch the driver's handle and only that door opens. But grab the front passenger handle and the whole car unlocks. It works, but it's not always ideal when you've got people waiting on you. Luckily, you can change it. Use the left steering wheel roller to open vehicle settings on the gauge cluster. Press the roller to select it. Go into keyless access setup. Find door unlock mode and switch it to all doors. Now, when you walk up with the key fob, every door unlocks at once. No more awkward pauses while everyone waits to get in. One less thing to think about every day. In winter, wipers can freeze to your windshield, which can damage the blades or leave ice streaks. To avoid that, turn the Civic off, then pull the wiper stalk up and hold it for 3 seconds. The wipers move to the service position, letting you lift them easily and keep them clear of ice overnight. Want to give your right foot a break on long drives? Every Civic comes with both standard and adaptive cruise control, so you can choose what fits the road. For standard cruise control, press the cruise button on the steering wheel. When the icon turns white on the dash, it's ready. Get up to your speed, then press Set. The icon turns green and the Civic holds that speed. Use the toggle switch to fine-tune it. Tap up or down for 1 mph changes. Press and hold for 5 mph jumps. You can cancel anytime with the brake, or the cancel button. Hit resume to jump right back to your last set speed. For adaptive cruise control, press and hold the distance button, the one with stacked bars, until you hear a beep. Then tap it to choose your following distance. Each bar is about 1 car length. Now, accelerate to the speed you want and pick your following distance on the dash. Then you hit set, and your Civic does the babysitting for you. If the car in front slows down, your Civic slows down too, even to a full stop. But if that car takes off like it stole something, your Civic doesn't chase it. It sticks to the speed you chose. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. It helps more Civic owners find the channel and keeps these tips coming. If you've just got a Honda Civic, or are thinking about one, there's one upgrade I'd add right away. Lasfit all-weather floor liners. OEM mats barely reach under the pedals and leave the footrest exposed. The exact spots that collect dirt, salt, and snow. They're thin, shift easily, and protect more in theory than in practice. Lasfit fixes all of that. Out of the box, the mats are heavy, soft, grippy, and made from eco-friendly TPE, odor-free and completely free of latex or PVC. The driver's mat locks into the floor with caps, and rubber teeth underneath keep it perfectly in place. Coverage is excellent, deep under the pedals and fully protecting the footrest. The front passenger mat fits just as snug. It hugs every corner and edge so well, it looks factory, not aftermarket. The second row is one seamless piece covering both floors and the raised center tunnel, that spot kids always put their feet on. And it honestly looks cleaner and more finished than the OEM, which feels more like an afterthought than a natural part of the car. The cargo liner hugs every curve, keeping groceries, sports gear, and melted ice cream off your carpet, and cleanup is effortless with a quick rinse. OEM mats run around $340. Lasfit gives you the full set for about $150 with my code HondaInsider. Less than half the price, better coverage, and ready for real life. Links in the description, and hit like and subscribe if this helped. The Civic's electronic parking brake is refreshingly easy. Pull up the switch next to the shifter, it's on. To release it manually, hold the brake pedal and press the switch down. Same idea as a handbrake, just without the arm workout. But most of the time, you won't even think about it. Buckle up, shift into drive or reverse, touch the gas, and the Civic releases the parking brake automatically. Now here's the hidden upgrade most owners never turn on. You can make the Civic apply the parking brake automatically every time you shift into park. Here's how to enable it. Start the car. Without pressing the brake pedal, pull up and release the parking brake switch once. You'll see the brake indicator light up. Now pull the switch up and hold it until you hear multiple beeps. Immediately pull it up again and hold until you hear exactly 2 more beeps. That's it. From now on, every time you shift into park and turn your Civic off, the parking brake sets itself. And if you ever want to turn off the automatic function, just follow the same steps again. At the end, instead of 2 short beeps, you'll hear 1 long beep. That means the auto apply feature is disabled. Stuck in stop-and-go traffic? This is where brake hold quietly becomes your best friend, and it's standard on every Civic. Buckle up, tap the brake hold button once, and that's it. Come to a full stop, lift your foot off the brake, and the Civic just stays there. No creeping, no foot cramp. Your brake lights stay on too, so everyone behind you knows you're stopped. And here's the part most people miss. You don't keep pressing the button. Every time you stop again, just lift your foot and brake hold grabs automatically. The green hold light on the dash tells you it's working. It even remembers the next time you start the car. And if you end up sitting too long, about 10 minutes, or unbuckle your seatbelt, the Civic smartly switches over to the parking brake for safety. Ever wish your Civic could get a head start on comfort before you even get inside? With remote engine start, it can. Warm up or cool down the cabin right from your key fob. No presets, no fuss. Here's how it works. Press the lock button once, then press and hold the circular arrow button until the parking lights flash a few times. The engine fires up, the climate system automatically targets a comfy 72 degrees Fahrenheit, the defrosters kick in, and on hybrid trims, the heated seats come on too. By default, remote start runs for 10 minutes. Want to stop it sooner? Press and hold the circular arrow again. Need more time? You can start a second 10-minute cycle, but that's the limit. After 2 cycles, it won't start again until you fire it up inside. A smart safeguard against accidental presses or curious hands. When you're ready to drive, just step inside, press the brake, and push the start button. Until then, the screens stay off, the car won't shift, and it'll safely shut down if tampered with. Bonus, Honda keeps this feature free. No subscription required, unlike some other brands. Just remember, it won't work if a door or tailgate is open, the fob is inside, or fuel is too low. One important note, manual transmission models don't have this feature since you have to press the clutch to start the car. Need to cool things down quickly, or just let some fresh air in before you get in? Here's a neat trick. Press the unlock button once, then press and hold it a second time. The Civic's windows will start rolling down, and if you've got the Sport Hybrid, the sunroof opens too. It takes about 10 seconds for everything to fully lower, but you don't have to wait. Just release the button when the windows are where you want them. Not a fan of this feature? You can easily turn it off. Use the steering wheel roller to go into Vehicle Settings on the digital display, select Door Setup, scroll to Remote Window Control, and switch it off. Your Civic lets you choose exactly when the doors lock and unlock, so it works the way you want. By default, the doors lock automatically once you reach about 10 miles per hour. Prefer them to lock as soon as you shift out of park? Just use the steering wheel roller to open Vehicle Settings, Door Setup, Auto Door Lock, and pick the option that fits you best. You can also customize when the doors unlock. Vehicle Settings, Door Setup, Auto Door Unlock. Options include when the driver's door opens, when shifted to park, when the ignition turns off, or turn it off completely, keeping all doors locked until you unlock them manually. There's more than one way to lock up your Civic. Press the lock button on your fob, or use the lock button inside the driver's or passenger's door. With Smart Entry, your Civic beeps if the fob isn't nearby. Otherwise, it stays quiet. With Smart Entry, tap the ridged section on the door handle while your fob is on you. Done loading groceries? Just press the lock button under the Honda badge on the tailgate. Simple and quick. Want it fully automatic? Once the engine is off and your fob is with you, just close the doors and walk away. Your Civic locks itself with a confirmation beep. It's off by default, but you can turn it on in Vehicle Settings, Door Setup, Walk Away Auto Lock, Enable, using the steering wheel roller and instrument cluster. Safety note, Walk Away Auto Lock won't engage if a key fob is left inside the car, or if a door or the trunk is open. However, if one fob is inside and you press the lock button on another fob, the car will lock, assuming it's intentional. But if your only key fob is inside and you press the lock button on the door, the Civic won't lock you out. Got any Civic tips of your own? Share them in the comments and hit subscribe for more practical insights and tricks.